I'm gonna tell you a story, but the first thing you have to understand is time doesn't work the way thing does. You can call me Oracle because I'm the one that's talking to you. Welcome to the cult. And we're picking right back up with the Kama Sutra, part 2. Not sure how far I'm gonna get through each of these chapters. I might do 6 and 7 separately, but starting with 6. Chapter 6. Of the different ways of lying down of various kinds of congress. On the occasion of a high congress, the Mrigi, dear woman, should lie down in such a way to widen her yoni, while in a low congress, the Hastini, elephant woman, should lie down as to contract hers. But in equal congress, they should lie down in the natural position. What is said above concerning the Mrigi and the Hastini applies also to the Vadava, mare woman. In the low congress, the woman should particularly make use of medicine to cause her desires to be satisfied quickly. The dear woman has the following 3 ways of lying down: the widely open position, the yawning position, and the position of the wife of Indra. One, when she lowers her head and raises her middle parts, is called the widely open position. At such time, the man should apply some unguent so as to make the entrance easy. 2, when she raises her thighs and keeps them wide apart and engages in congress, it is called the yawning position. 3, when she places her thighs with her legs doubled on them upon her sides and thus engages in congress, it is called the position of Indrani, and thus is learned only by practice. This position is also used in the case of the highest congress. The clasping position is used in low congress and in the lowest congress, together with the pressing position, the twining position, and the mare's position. When the legs of both the male and the female are stretched straight out over each other, it's called the clasping position. It is of 2 kinds, the side position and the supine position, according to the way in which they lie down. In the side position, the male should invariably lie on his left side and cause the woman to lie on her right side, and thus is to be observed in lying down with all kinds of women. That's like a pretty classic porn position, honestly, if I remember correctly. When after congress has begun in the clasping position, the woman presses her lover with her thighs. It's called the pressing position. When the woman places one of her thighs across the side of her lover, it's called the twining position. When the woman forcibly holds in her yoni the lingam after it is in, it is called the mare's position. And this is learned by practice only and is chiefly found among women of the under country. That's what you get to do if you practice those Kegels. I'm not joking. I may be laughing, but I'm not joking. The above are the different ways of lying down mentioned by Babrava Suvarna Ava. Suvarna Ava, however, gives the following in addition. When the female raises both of her thighs straight up, it's called the rising position. When she raises both her legs and places them on her lover's shoulder, it's called the yawning position. When her legs are contracted and thus held by the lover before his bosom, it's called the press position. When only one of her legs is stretched out, it's called the half press position. When the woman places one of her legs on her lover's shoulders and stretches the other out, then places the other latter on his shoulder and stretches out the other, and continues to do so alternately. It is called the splitting of a bamboo. That one's fun. When, when, when one of her legs is placed on the head and the when one of her legs is placed on the head and the other is stretched out, it's called fixing of a nail. This is learned by practice only. Putting the leg on the head, yeah, take some practice. When both legs of the woman are contracted and placed on her stomach, it's called the cross position. When the thighs are raised and placed one upon the other, it's called the pack position. When the shanks are placed one upon the other, it's called the lotus-like position. When a man during Congress turns around and enjoys a woman without leaving her, while she embraces him around the back, races him around the back all the time, it's called the turning position and is learned only by practice. I would imagine so. Thus says Savarana Abba, these different ways of lying down, sitting, and standing should be practiced in water because it is easy to do so therein. That's practical. But Vatsayana is of the opinion that congress in water is improper because it is prohibited by the religious law. Interesting. When a man and woman support themselves, interestingly enough, water strips natural lubrication, so it's actually not great. to have sex in the waters. Where was I? Oh, and I learned that from 4 Rooms. It's a Tim Roth movie. That's 4 different directors, including Robert Rodriguez and Quentin Tarantino are 2 of the 4. Anyway. When a man and woman support themselves on each other's bodies or on a wall or a pillar, and thus while engaging in Congress, it is called supported Congress. When a man supports themselves against a wall and the woman sitting on her hands joined together and held underneath her throws her arms around his neck and putting her thighs alongside his waist, moves herself by her feet, which are touching the wall against which the man is leaning, is called the suspended Congress. That sounds neat. When a woman stands on her hands and feet like a quadruped, and her lower mounts are like a bull, it is called the Congress of a Cow. At this time, everything that is ordinarily done in the bosom should be done on the back. Okay. In the same way that you can be carried in Congress, in the Congress of the dog, the Congress of the goat, and the Congress of the deer, the forcible mounting of an ass, the Congress of the cat, the jump of a tiger, the pressing of an elephant, the rubbing of a boar, the mounting of a horse, all of the, and in all of these cases, the characteristics of these different animals should be manifested by acting like them. That's some Pasu Bhavati right there. Pasu Bhavati, Asanam Karoti. Anyway, when a man enjoys 2 women at the same time, both of whom love him equally, is called the United Congress. Fair enough. When a man enjoys many women together, it's called the Congress of a Herd of Cows. You might think that's rude, but that's actually, considering the sacred place of cows in Hindu religion, that's actually not as bad as it sounds, although I'm not going to lie, it doesn't sound great. The following kinds of Congress, be sporting in water, or the Congress of an elephant with many female elephants, which is said to take place only in the water. The Congress of a collection of goats, the Congress of a collection of deer, and take place in imitation of these animals. In Gramineri, many young men enjoy a woman that may be married to one of them, either one after the other or at the same time. Thus, one of them holds her, another enjoys her, a third uses her mouth, a fourth holds her middle part, and in this way they go on enjoying her several parts alternately. Yep. Kama Sutra is group sex stuff. The same things can be done with, when several men are sitting in company with one courtesan, or when one courtesan is alone with many men. In the same way, this can be done by the women of the king's harem when they accidentally get a hold of a man. Fair enough. When the people in the southern countries also have the Congress in the units, it is sometimes called the lower Congress. Thus end the various kinds of Congress. There are also 2 verses on the subject as follows. An ingenious person should multiply the kinds of Congress out of the fashion of the different kinds of beasts and birds. For these different kinds of Congress, performed according to the usage of each country, and the liking of each individual, generate love, friendship, and respect in the hearts of women. And, yeah, that's fair enough. This is Oracle. I'm gonna sing myself out. Dream safely out there. Thanks for watching. Peace out.